it's Carrie here, and it is week 41. I haven't been doing weekly updates, but at the time, kind of wanted to do it, and so here I am. So this week, my weight is at 148.5. So the course of like last week was like my sort of week of weight loss for the month. I usually only lose weight 1 week a month, and then the rest of the time I bounce around. That's because my weight loss seems to be directly linked to my hormones somehow. And every month I go on this cycle where I bounce around a little bit for most weeks, and then I have 1 week where I lose everything all at once. I want to talk just a little bit about water retention issues. I don't know if anybody else has this. If anybody else has this, like, talk to me, because as far as I know, like, I'm the only one having like a really quite major problem with this. The weeks that I bounce around, there's days where I sort of get overtaken by cravings sometimes, and once I start carving it up, I find it hard to stop, and all of a sudden I start gaining water weight. I don't gain actual weight because it all comes off when I have my weight loss week after my cycle. So if anybody else has this, let me know. Because as far as I know, I'm the only one talking about this kind of thing. And if you know somebody else who is talking about it, point me in the right direction. Let's see, what else? I also want to talk about body issues. Because I think a lot of the times when we have this kind of surgery, it kind of takes you for quite a ride. And you can sort of wake up one day and just see it all at once. That's sort of what happened to me. I didn't really see it that much. I mean, you do a little bit, but not a total change until I got back from my trip. When I got back from my trip, I had bought clothes before the trip, and was obviously figuring that I would be able to wear the clothes, but when I got back, I found I was not able to wear the clothes. And at that point, I think also is when I switched down from being like above the 175 area to below that, and I think for me at least, that made quite a difference in how I see myself. I'm not sure why. And there seems to have been like some major ones, and they all seem to be sort of about every 50 pounds. So I guess because now I'm like at around 150, that's why. Because the first one I found was at around 250 when I lost all the weight that I had first gained last year. And then you start feeling better. So you're out of morbid obesity just into obesity, and all of a sudden you start feeling better, your symptoms get alleviated. And then the time after that was at 200, so my wonderland. And all of a sudden I started feeling more energetic, more capable, a little bit lighter, but not so much as much. Like, I still felt like a fat person. And now at the cusp of 150, I feel more like a normal person. And it's funny because I guess my BMI and my body fat is within that range. And I do feel normal. It's weird. Like, when I go out in public, I'm not looking around the room anymore to see if I'm the fattest person there, because that's what I always used to do, and I was always the fattest person there. I'm not doing that anymore, and I just see myself as more like everybody else. I don't feel weird when I walk into a store now. I don't feel like I'm an imposter. Sorry, that's my dog. I'm just gonna... He's playing with a squeaky toy. I don't know if you can hear him. Anyhow, so yeah, and I touched on this a little bit in the video last time about the body issues and seeing yourself differently in the mirror when you look at yourself. And sometimes you see yourself as the same person, and sometimes you see yourself as different. And I think when I got to this point and I started looking back at the old pictures and not really recognizing myself, or not identifying with that person anymore, because I'm in a different space right now, I'm in a different body right now. I think when I started disassociating myself with the bigger person, I started identifying more with who I am right now, which is kind of cool. I mean, it's a weird thing to go through. Shopping. The shopping was definitely part of that. Wearing clothes that fit me now. I'm getting rid of so much clothes. It's crazy. My entire wardrobe. I had a walk-in closet with all sides completely filled, and now I've just got one small section filled. I am really looking forward to going shopping when I'm down in the States over Christmas. My family lives down in the States, and I'm going down to DC, and anybody who lives in the DC area knows Tyson's is the best mall ever, and I can't wait to go shopping there. So I'm excited. I'm going to be saving some money up for some shopping in the States, and that'll be fun to share that with you guys and show you my new clothes. Yay! And I think wearing clothes that I really feel good in makes a huge difference in confidence, for one. Even shoes. Being able to wear cute shoes again. I mean, all my old shoes are like beat up crappy running shoes because I couldn't wear nice shoes. And now I can wear great shoes, and I love it. It's wonderful. One thing I wanted to touch on and just ask you guys a question about is something that's come up a little bit with some of my friends. And I'm sure probably like many of us, we have friends that are in the same boat as us and struggling with the same weight issues. And we had surgery and they didn't. And I have a lot of support from my friends. My friends have been absolutely amazing. And one thing that I found I didn't quite know how to respond to was like when I got back and, you know, maybe somebody gained a little bit of weight or they were still having the same struggle and not getting any results, the same as everything we all went through for years. And I wasn't quite sure what to say to them because, yeah, I mean, I chose surgery because I was really sick. I was really, really sick. And I needed it in order to make it. But at the same time, I also firmly believe that it's extremely, extremely difficult to do it on your own. And most people do not succeed. Very, very, very small percentage actually succeed. And I was wondering how does it make all you guys feel when other people in your life express their frustrations to you about their weight? And how do you respond to them constructively in a way that they don't, like, I don't want my friends to dismiss what I'm saying and say, oh, well, she had surgery, you know, it's easy for her because she kind of has to do it this way. And I mean, yeah, that's why I did have surgery, because it would force me to eat a certain way. And it has, and I've lost weight because of it. But I mean, it also makes me sick sometimes. But how do you guys deal with helping your friends out, and what do you say, and how is it taken? I would like to know that from you guys. Okay, well, that's it for the week. So started out last week at 155.5. My weight this week is 148.5. That is a loss of 7 pounds. And that also means that I have lost officially half of my weight. And on top of that, my BMI is now normal. Woohoo! I also measured my body fat percentage today, and that was 23%, which puts me in the normal range. Yay! I'm normal now. Yay! All right. I hope everybody is doing really well and having a great week. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.